we are deeply happy and honored to be able to host this event in person in Hamburg. I would like to thank other sponsors of the event for helping us put it together, and of course I'd like to thank especially our partner DNV, Knut Ørbeck-Nilssen and his team. We have a great partnership doing together high-quality events around the world, and I'd like to thank him for and his team for their confidence and support. We couldn't be more honored to kick off our annual presence in terms of a conference in Germany with a partner like DNV. So without any more delay, I'd like to kindly ask Knut to take over. Actually, he's the conference chairman. I'm only the number 2. So thank you to everybody for being with us today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nicolas, for that extremely kind introduction. I must say it's a great pleasure to be here this morning, and I'm very honored to be the conference chairman. I'm not exactly sure what kind of responsibilities I have, apart from at least giving this small opening welcome. You know, we talk a lot about these days that it's really important to stretch out beyond the shipping community, and that is exactly what we are doing when partnering with Capital Link around the world, because the maritime technology part of the industry needs really to stretch out to a wider group of stakeholders, and that is exactly what we are doing at this event. Now, let me say that, you know, in my view, I've lived in Hamburg for 8 years. Hamburg is known for 2 things. I guess many of you will say a lot more, and I will not get into football because then I'll be in trouble. But Hamburg is at least known for 2 things, and one is pretty obvious. It is shipping, right? No question about that. Now, you might think, what is the other thing that I'm thinking about? And it is really the birthplace of Beatles. And can you imagine? I was attending the Rolling Stones concert here, I think it was around 2015 or 16, and Mick Jagger on stage said that he got a recommendation from some good friends to play in Hamburg. And, you know, that's the importance of Hamburg worldwide. It's the birthplace of Beatles. Let me also thank all of you for your attendance today. It's great to meet again, naturally. And I think Nicolas and his team they put together a really fantastic program. And if I could just, you know, in my view, the shipping world is really affected by 3 important trends at the moment. In my view, it's about geopolitical shocks and unpredictable markets. That's trend number 1. And I don't need to mention what I'm thinking about. Obviously, there's another concern around China, US, and Taiwan. But I mean, these are the geopolitical shocks that we will probably see a lot more of in the years to come. The second trend is really how decarbonization is affecting not only the regulatory agenda, but also the ESG revolution. And the third trend is naturally around technologies. We talk a lot about fuels, propulsion systems, energy efficiency, and not least, these days, about digitalization, and maybe tomorrow, more about cybersecurity. So these are the setting in which we will need to operate. And for those of you who have had the opportunity to read our Maritime Forecast to 2050 report, you will see that one of the key hurdles to come across to manage decarbonization of our industry is the lack of availability of the so-called carbon neutral fuels. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is something that we as an industry cannot resolve all on our own. So we will have to span out, and that is why I think events like these, like the Capital Link event here in Hamburg, is so important, because that is, after all, what is needed to engage stakeholders, governments, and get some public and private partnership going on establishing green corridors. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think my time is over. I wish you all a very good conference, and I'm very much looking forward to interesting discussions and exchanges. So with that, thank you very much. I enjoyed the day, and back to you, Nicolas. Thank you.